Hello people, and welcome to Crypto Exposed. Okay guys, got a post here from Hedera Kimchi, and he says, Neuron partners with Nato's project Diana. Nato's Diana, in brackets Defense Innovation Accelerator for the North Atlantic, accelerates dual-use deep tech for defensive and civilian innovation. Selected teams receive up to €400,000 lab access and collaboration with military end users. Neuron and 4D Sky App. Their edge computing, flight tracking and decentralized infrastructure perfectly align with Diana's mission of secure, resilient, low latency connectivity, enabling encrypted data streams and real-time integrity beyond centralized systems. Built on Hedera. Neuron runs on the Hedera hashgraph network, leveraging fast, fair, and energy-efficient ABFT consensus for reliable data and verifiable ordering, proving DLT's potential in defense and aerospace. From deep into defense, decentralized infrastructure is now powering the next era of secure global communication. Incredible, guys. So I just got a quick AI summary as well for this. So it says Neuron Innovations, a UK-based company specializing in secure edge infrastructure, was selected as one of the 150 innovators to participate in the NATO Defense Innovation Accelerator for the North Atlantic, in brackets Diana, 2026 Challenge Program. The company will develop its technology to address defense and security challenges for NATO allies, focusing on advanced communications and autonomy/unmanned systems in the 2026 program. As part of the program starting in January 2026, participants will receive funding and access to Diana's network. Neuron Innovations will contribute, quote, secure edge infrastructure for autonomous communication and AI coordination, unquote. The Diana initiative aims to connect innovative companies with military users, mentors, and investors to accelerate the adoption of new technologies for NATO security. This partnership aligns with NATO's broader investment in emerging technologies through programs like the NATO Innovation Fund. Okay guys, absolutely incredible stuff. So I hope you guys are aware of who NATO are. It's basically like an alliance of countries to try and basically like keep the peace, right? It's kind of like a membership of all these countries coming together, and it's to try and avoid like wars and stuff like that. So very big deal here that we're talking about. And yes, like, don't get me wrong, as you can see, there was 150 participants. But at the end of the day, like, you've got a company here who, for me, like, they're already showing and proving with what they've been doing. I think they've got a very good chance of being picked up here properly. And this shows that, this is the big adoption I've been telling you guys about. Like, you've got, like, NATO coming together now and utilizing this technology, obviously through Neuron. But that's not the point, and this is where I talk again about mass adoption, right? They don't have to understand exactly what's going on, like they did mention Hedera there, so I'm not saying that they're not aware of this, but even if they're not, it doesn't matter. All they need to know is, when we use it for this use case, like when you guys show us what it is that this technology can do, does it work? Right? They don't have to understand it. Like, if anything, they can hire someone who can do that kind of thing for them, who can explain that stuff. Or even if they don't have to explain that stuff, they can just maintain it and make sure it's all going well. And that's it. That's all you need. You don't need to have to understand everything. Like, there's going to be a lot of people who come into crypto at some point, or will be utilizing crypto at some point, and they don't even realize it. And they're not going to know. They're not even going to know, right? So this is where it's like, that's what mass adoption is. It's just being able to utilize these types of technologies without even knowing that you're utilizing it, or not having to know how to utilize it, right? And so we're talking a big deal here, because, as I say, we're not messing around with NATO. Like, this is a massive use case here, like a massive partnership. I'm definitely going to keep my eye on this. I guess this is like a thing where, I don't know if it's a thing where like there's 150 participants, and then one person gets the actual the prize at the end, which is like maybe a grant to actually work with them or something like that, or maybe there'll be like 10 or something like that lucky participants who successfully get accepted, and then they will actually accept and adopt the technology. I'm not exactly sure, because I did check Neuron about this, and have they've put a picture up about it, but it says press release coming soon. I would have liked to have waited for the press release so I could go into a bit more detail, because maybe they would have put more things in that. But I'll be honest with you, because I don't get to do my videos as frequently as I like and as real time as I like, I'd rather just talk about this now, and if when the press release comes out there's any more information that gives a bit more, a bit more understanding to this, then I could just do an update, right? Because if I leave this now, I don't know when I'll next get to cover it, and it could be a thing where by the time I get to cover it, it's old news at that point and everybody's covered it, and it's, I've like basically late to the party. So I'm just going to cover it now with the information that we do have. Real big stuff to see, as I say. Good luck to Neuron with this, but they've got a very strong use case in terms of what they do. So I think they've stand a very good chance in this being adopted anyway, because I've been showing you guys Neuron for a while now, and they've had like huge people watching them. Like there was testing with the NHS, there was testing with the UK Royal Mail, like with the post office service in the UK. When they had an exhibition to show you how they've been going on, they had actual like government officials there who were watching them and taking part in the actual exhibition. So like I've told you that these guys have been on the radar for a while now, and it's understandable why, because the actual use case is very impressive. And so this is another thing where if this does get really adopted, you've then got Nato using Hedera, officially using Hedera. So real huge stuff to see here. And again, this is where we're talking about, this is the road that we're going down. These governments, these companies, these people, they're all going to be using crypto technology in some way, shape or form in the future. Like that's just where it is. Like the future is going on chain. So whether they like it or not, or whether they realize it or not, this is going to happen. It is really going to happen. So I haven't got much more information here, but I do just want to say this is big. This is very big. Definitely something to keep an eye on. But this is where we're talking about the mass adoption scale, and this is where we can see how Hedera's technology can support governments, and I'm sure Neuron will do a good job of showcasing that. So I'll keep you guys updated if anything else comes out that's worthwhile of note, or if I get like the end result of what this program is at the end. I'll obviously be sure to keep you guys updated, but real great stuff to see here. Thank you very much for watching this. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe, and hit that bell. Take care.